introduce Erin HIRSCHI, who I had the chance to spend some time with while she was back here doing her graduate degree, and she worked in our College Station office. And she's a huge asset to our team. So now, Erin.
Well, I'm the rookie. I'm the most recent graduate of the MRE program here at Caldwell. So all of my college photos look incredibly like me now. Graduating only 9 months ago, I have been on quite the journey with Caldwell. So going over my career path, I graduated with an undergrad from Texas A&M in sports management and a minor in business. Upon graduation, thankfully, the Aggie network came through for me, and I was connected to Fred and Susan and pleaded for a job. I knew nothing about real estate and had no idea what we did, like nothing. And I just said, please just give me a job. They did, and I got hired on as the marketing assistant and event coordinator at Caldwell, working in the marketing department under Susan. I was in that position for about 1.5 years until I decided that I wanted to move over and back to College Station to get my MRE. Marketing was a great place to start for me, not knowing anything. I got exposed to all the different areas of our business: management, brokerage, investment, development, and just got to kind of see each piece through that. And moving back to College Station, I transitioned into a property management and leasing role, and still doing some marketing for a student living project here in College Station. I pursued that full time during my MRE, and those 3 short semesters went by very quickly. Graduating May 2016, I transitioned back to Houston, again working on the investment and development team for the last 9 months, working as a financial analyst. The cool part of this was I didn't know I couldn't even dream of knowing what I know now. And I really didn't choose the position. I actually mentioned to Fred that I didn't want to do a job in events, and I took the event coordinator position. I took that position for the company and for the culture, not the position itself. Just seeing a company that you can learn and grow, and they're going to encourage you to do so. That was why I chose it, and I would say that's the biggest piece of the puzzle, is not choosing a position or a status or a number. It's choosing your cultural fit, and where you're going to be regardless of the position, and whatever you have to do, you're happy. Because if you're on a team, I have a pretty awesome team, but if you find a team that you fit in, it's always better. I liked this quote: knowledge is like money. To be of value, it must circulate, and in circulating, it can increase in quantity and hopefully in value. Before graduate program, I wouldn't have known what that meant. On top of, I didn't understand the value of knowledge. So I'm so fortunate to have worked before I came back and got my graduate degree. I think for undergrad, I think I mastered the art of cramming, like to a T. I didn't know my passion. I had switched my major 5 times. By the end, it was just like, get me out of here. Do what I had to do, get out. I knew my gifting was I work really hard, and I will get the job done. And I think it took struggling to figure out all the pieces, not knowing what was going on most of the time. I had to figure out, what is real estate development? What do we do? I looked like a deer in headlights for about a year, just walking into meetings, probably wasn't invited to, but I would sit and take notes. Take as many notes as I could, and I'd go back to my desk, and there was question marks all over. Did I spell this right? And what is this? And I would look up all these words, mud district and TIs, and I'm trying to put all these pieces together. And like Peter said, it's a puzzle. Like when you're handed a puzzle piece and you don't have the rest of the puzzle pieces, you can't really put it together. So it was so difficult to get all of that. And that's what motivated me to pursue the MRE. The information is handed to you. You walk here, and it's at your fingertips, and you have to decide what you're going to do with it. What's the value in it? It kind of changed the game for me. I came in and I was like, I want to learn this. I'm passionate about this. I want to move forward in real estate. Tom Bowditch said, the difference between school and life. In school, you're taught a lesson and then given a test. In life, you're given a test that teaches you a lesson. How accurate could that be? I think it's incredibly encouraging for young professionals as well. We're surrounded by leaders who invest in us all the time. Like, you're hired on, and they're going to tell you all the lessons they've learned. I'm sharing your wisdom, and you have to value it enough to write it down. Keep it, know it, and that's that. I didn't understand that. It didn't make sense to me. But being eager to learn and eager to learn from the people around you and your mentors. Actually, when I heard this quote, I thought of Dr. Anderson, because all of his classes, and all of you know, if you've taken his class, most of his lessons are based on lessons he's learned the hard way. And he wants us to learn them so we don't do it when we're in the workplace and make a bigger mistake. And so much of that goes into your professors are equally the leaders like your CEOs are. They're investing in you and sharing their wisdom and knowledge and experiences with you. You have to value it enough to look at it with that mindset. It's hard to do, I'll admit. It's very hard to do, to walk into every class and treat it like a meeting. I know right now I wouldn't walk into a meeting with these people without a paper and a pencil or the information, to contribute. I would never go unprepared. I might be late, but I would never show up unprepared. I really challenge y'all students to take that mindset, treat class like you would a meeting with your executive team. Like, come prepared. I mean, read what you have to read before class. Get the lesson so you don't have to learn the lesson later. It's so important, and I really didn't value knowledge until I was in grad school, and even after. I'm in this financial analyst role, and still I'm learning. And I love it, and it's fun. But like I said, I'll admit, I was not the master's student, star student. There were days I didn't want to go to class, and I wanted to skip and go to Jimmy's or whatever it may be. We're all there. We're young. But it's a blessing, and I really regret the days that I didn't appreciate it the way I should have. So we are blessed to have this opportunity to learn, unlike undergrad, where you prove you're trainable. That's about all I did. I was trainable. Your master's program is about taking as much as you can from it and being valuable to a company and being able to prove that you're valuable to a company. So I hope you got something from that. Thank you for letting me speak.